So very good afternoon to everyone. My name is Adarsh. I am working as an application engineer at Design Tech System Private Limited for MATLAB product. With me here will be also Mr. Dr. Praful Pai will be also a part of this session, this workshop. So he will be taking few sessions of the end dates. So the topic of the discussion will be something related to mathematics, and we will see how mathematics can be used with MATLAB. So how you can solve your mathematical problems, how you can solve your mathematical models using MATLAB. So today we will be discussing something very fundamentals and basics of MATLAB. So might be few of you are familiar with MATLAB, and this will be a very fundamental. So it will also consider the people, those who are not having much programming concept on their mind. So we will also try to consider those people. If anyone is having any doubts, so please say to sir to turn on the mic, and we can also discuss those doubts that you have. So this will be the agenda what we will be discussing. It's a very long agenda for 1 hour, so we will not discussing everything in very depth, but we will see a quite glimpse of everything that is on this agenda. So first we will start from introduction to MATLAB, and then campus-wide license and few things that are available with all of you that you can use. And there are different things that are available under your license. So we will be seeing all those things. Some capabilities of MATLAB we will be talking about. We'll see the programming concept. We'll see how we can do analysis and visualization using MATLAB. Few things like app development, hardware, and other languages, and parallel computing. This we will just see a little bit of this, that this can be done. We will not take much time on this. At the end, we'll see modeling with Simulink. So how we can create a model graphically by using the block diagrams. And at the end, we'll see some industry trends that are available in the companies that uses MATLAB. So starting with the introduction to MATLAB, that what is MATLAB? So MATLAB is a programming environment. It's not just a programming language. It provides you different things like applications, like plots. So it's a complete environment on a single screen, and you can get all the features on a MATLAB. So MATLAB is a tool that is very much used by today's by scientists, mathematics, and engineers for their work. So it is a very user-friendly environment for programming kind of things. So MATLAB is designed the way you think and the work you do. Today, millions of engineers and scientists use MATLAB because of its desktop environment is very much tuned, and it is by that you can do the iterative testing, and you can run and analyze your code again and again repeatedly. So it is a very user-friendly environment. You can write your code, you can run your code, and then you can observe that if you want to change something on your code, then you can again change the part of your code, and again you can run the code. So in this way you can run and correct to your code till you will reach to your final result. All the tools here in MATLAB are professionally built. Whatever functions you will get, you will be using whatever kind of function. You will get documentation for each and every function here, and all those functions are rigorously tested and fully documented. There are interactive apps available here. So some of you might not be very much good in programming. So for them also who do not like to write a lot of code, for them apps are available. Like for example, there is a curve fitting app by which you can know that what kind of curve would fit to your data set. So all these things can be done using app, and you will be quite interested to know that there will be no need of writing any code sometimes when we are working with apps. You'll see what are these apps and how to use these apps in further slides. There's something that is called ability to scale. So you can run your MATLAB code in your graphic processors with your processor that you might be having, like Intel or AMD processors. With that, you can also use your graphic processor to run your codes, and you can also run your code in clouds. With MATLAB, you can take your ideas beyond research to production. Like you have developed a model in your MATLAB environment. You have written a code for something, and now you think your code is very ready for working in the real environment also. So for that case, you can deploy your code to your hardwares also, embedded hardwares and other hardwares. This might be useful for you sometimes when you are dealing with a real world problem. This is a slide page that is available. By accessing this page, you can go to the signing link here, like you can create your account and all things. So let me first give you a little bit glimpse of this page and what is the campus-wide lesson. We will just try to learn from here. So this is the page available for slide. So you all might be knowing that slide have a campus-wide lesson. So you can access this page, and I will just share this link with you all also at the end of this presentation. You can sign in using this tab. I will click here and I will go to this tab, and with this you will get all the things here available, like few courses that are available with you, and other things like course material that's available. Let me go to this link also to show you. So these links and this page will be helpful for you for accessing MATLAB. So if you do not have any MathFirst account, so for that case you can create a MathFirst account from here, and it is a good practice if you create your account using your institution's email ID, that is slide email ID. So if you use that, then you do not need to go to your computer center to activate your MATLAB or to install your MATLAB. You can do your MATLAB thing and you can install and run your MATLAB by your own. You will get all the help for installation and everything. If anyone facing any problems, so they can contact us directly. Other thing that I was saying that these are few course materials that are available. If you want to learn things more, then you can go through this course material. Like there are course material related to calculus and chemistry and data science. If I go inside this, so it will provide me all the codes and all the things that are available for data science and all, and you can learn all the things. There are the courses also available. We will see the courses just in a minute. So coming back to the presentation. So with campus-wide lesson, you also have access to MATLAB online. Like your computer is not having that much memory, or you can say that much RAM to run MATLAB very smoothly. So for that case, there are features like MATLAB online is available with you. What is MATLAB online and what is Simulink online? So it provides you a interface where you can run your MATLAB on your browser. You do not need to install any of the MATLAB application on your system. And this will happen only if you will create your account using the domain ID of slide. There is also MATLAB Drive available with you that will provide you around 5 GB of space. So with that you can use that 5 GB of space to store your code, to run your code in MATLAB Cloud and all the other things that you want to do. These were the self-paced course that I was talking about. So there are different self-paced courses. So the self-paced here means that you do not need any kind of tutor for this. You can learn things by your own. If you go to any course like MATLAB on-ramp or Simulink on-ramp or all the on-ramp courses, these are the introductory courses where it will show you that how you can start using MATLAB and all. And these are from 2 to 3 hour courses, so everyone can do these courses and get a certificate from it. This is a very interesting thing in this, that it will also provide these courses will also provide you certificates. And with that certificate you can use on your resumes, in your LinkedIn profiles, and that will always add value to your profile. These online courses are free courses. There are different courses available that are especially for the campus-wide users, and these courses are not available to all the people for free. So you can also use these courses that are available for you. Like these are 17 to 21 hour courses, self-paced courses, and that will give you all these things. And these are the few courses, and more courses are also available on the MathFirst website. To access this course, you can go to this link, matlabacademy.mathfirst.com. I will also share this link at the end of the presentation. So this is the you can say this image shows the whole product family of MATLAB. So MATLAB is a single software where you can get library for different things. Like on the base, there will always be MATLAB. So MATLAB is a language of technical computing. So with that, you can do application development, or you can do mathematical statistics and optimization kind of things. Above MATLAB, there lies the Simulink environment, which is used for model-based designing. It is a graphical environment where you do not need to write the code. All you need is to just drag and drop some few blocks, and you have to make your model there, mathematical model you can make there. With mathematical model that we will be studying mathematical model in this whole workshop series of 5 days. With mathematical modeling, there is other things like event-based modeling, like physical modeling, and these things are out of the scope of this presentation, but you can also go and see all these things, and these are very interesting things for the people who would use the physical domain directly. Few applications, tools and libraries are available here, like control system libraries are available, signal processing, communication library available here. Different library from computational finance to computational biology. MATLAB have all the library for all these kind of domains. Here are few capabilities of MATLAB. So let's see what things we can do with using MATLAB. So one is the thing you might be doing, that data analysis. You can export or import data as a model or anything. You can analyze the data. You can visualize the data, and you can export those visualizations, those graphs, those plots in different formats. You can develop your own algorithms here. You can develop apps here. If you want to share your work to others, if you do not want to share the work in the form of code, so you can also share your work in the form of apps. Hardware, you can connect your MATLAB to hardware. Different hardwares are available there. So if you want to extract some data from the real world, you want to extract some physical data, so you can connect your hardware directly to MATLAB without using any external third-party application, and you can import those data and export those data using the hardware and using MATLAB. MATLAB can be linked with other languages also, like let us take an example, like few of your team, you are working in a team, and some of your team are using or expertise in other languages like Python or C++, but you want to use your MATLAB code or MATLAB work you have done earlier with other language, so you can combine both the codes by importing the function, the codes as a function. There's something that is called parallel computing. So if sometimes what happens that people have a very large data to deal with, like big data and all kind of problems. So for analyzing those kind of data, we have parallel computing features available with us. So what parallel computing will do? Parallel computing will not only run your code on your main processor, it will also use graphical processor, graphic GPUs of a system to run the code. Also, you can take you can use external processors that are available in labs, the big computers that are available. So you can also connect your MATLAB with those computers and solve your problems. The same thing that we can also share our work, our program as a desktop app or as a web apps. And the last thing is that you can run your MATLAB code in cloud. You can use MATLAB cloud there, like MATLAB Online I was discussing about, which provides you provides you cloud environment where you can run your code. So these all things are available with MATLAB, and all the features are fully provided to you under the campus-wide license. For someone who is very new to MATLAB environment, so this is the MATLAB environment. You can see this. So first, let us focus on this command window. Whatever we type here is in the form of a single command. Let me also bring you to my MATLAB interface. This is the command window that is in front of us. Here what we have to do, if you will write anything that will be, we want to execute our commands line by line, so we can do here, like I want to assign some value to a variable A, and I have to give some value 10 to a variable A. This is a very basic thing, but it is very important to understand. As I press enter, then the value 10 will be assigned to variable A. If I want to check the variables, so here is a workspace available with me. Whatever variables will be created here will be saved in my workspace, and you can see all the properties of that this A is a double or you can see the integer kind of thing. If I will assign anything other to B, like B is equal to something, I want to write some string or give some string to this, so I can I'm doing the string as a string. So this will also be coming here. So what workspace do is that workspace stores all those values, all those variables that are being used. The command clears the workspace, and the command CLC window. With these two things, we have other thing here, like this whole window is a editor window. Here you can write your scripts. Here you can write all the command lines, and you can run your command lines together at once. So here you want to run and means type your command and run the command, then type your command. So this is not going here. So here you can write the whole piece of code, and at the end you can run the whole code at once. We will be working more on this today, and we will be showing all the examples here. We will be running all the codes here at this window. This is the current directory folder. So here you can see all the directories, all the files that are available on your current directory. While talking about the editor, there are a few different type of editor and different type of script that you can type here. Like if I go to this option here at the top, that is new. Here you will see that scripts are available as a new. You can create a live script, you can create a function, and other things like class and other things are available here. If I click a script here, so a new script will be coming in front of me where I will writing the whole code here. Okay. And if on the other hand, if I will open a new live script, so here the live script will be coming in front of us, and this live script is nowadays used a lot among the people because this live script can be used for a teaching purpose or for different ways you can use this. Because like if you are familiar with the programming thing, so you know there are some kind of comments that are being done in the mid of code. If I come here, so you can see here some comments are being done, and if we work in the live script, so here we do not need to write a comment. If you want, you can do that. Here you can switch the mode of the text to the text mode or as a code mode. Currently it is in the code mode, so whatever I will write here, like a is equals to something like I already written like 10, so it will be written as a command. But on the other hand, if I will convert this part to a text part, so here I can also write that like demo code. So in this way, you can present your code to any other person. You can submit your work in a very interactive way, and you can also change few formats here. In this way, like I have made this script here, MATLAB fundamentals. So in this way, we can run, and we can also. This is very much useful when you want to teach someone or you want to show your work to others. Same way, like MATLAB desktop works, the MATLAB online also provides you the same kind of environment. So you can see here, like right now the MATLAB is running on my browser, and this is quite interesting here because you can see inside this browser, you can see this, I think it is Chrome, and inside this browser a MATLAB is running, and above that we can open multiple windows also which are available inside MATLAB, which we can open through MATLAB. So these kind of things are very much interesting here. Like you want to run your code in a very quick manner, and you are not having your system with the sufficient RAM to run your any program, so you can use MATLAB online anytime. Okay, these are some. Now we'll see some programming concept here, like what are commands, what are scripts, and what are functions, and all these three things we will be using again and again in our next 5 days of our workshop. Before coming to the commands and to the scripts, I want to show you some other things that are available. Like here, if you will go to the top section, like a live editor is given, you have other things like apps, like plots. If I will come to the apps that I was talking about, like you do not need to write the whole code here, the code will be automatically generated. You have to just set few parameters in this. If I drag this down, and I will see what kind of apps are available in front of me. So you can see, depending on your topics, like in math, statistics, and optimization, you have few apps like optimization app. You have an app like curve fitting app. If I click on this app, okay. So if I do use this app, curve fitting app, so the app will be coming in front of me, and I have to fit some parameters here. So then this app will be running, will be giving me whole code here. So currently my license is under renewal, so a lot of features I can't show it today, but tomorrow or next day I will be showing all those things here. And also at the last day of our this workshop, that will be, the presentation will be given by Dr. Praful Pai, and there we will be seeing the concept of curve fitting and optimization, and we will be using the apps there a lot. Now let's come to our script here. We'll see different programming aspects. So let's first begin with the array. So how to create an array? If I want to create an array, I have to specify the my array elements in a square bracket. Like I want to create an array of 1 comma anything 2 comma 3 comma 4. Either I can separate these elements by a space or by a comma. First the same. And if what this single comma or what this comma do is that it will separate the columns among each other. So like I have written this thing, so this will create a row vector or row matrix, and it will create a matrix like you can see here. And if instead of this I will use a semicolon to separate two elements like this. So it will create a column vector in front of me. Okay, so this is a live script that I was talking about, and here is two mode of displaying. Like I can just run the code and I can visualize the output just next to the code written. Or another way is that I can switch this to an output inline, and the code will be coming below my every command. So this was how we can create a row vector or a row array. And like this we can create a column array that we discussed. If we want to create an array but we do not want to write the whole you can say all the elements of that array, but you want to like you want to create a series of numbers inside an array. So like I will define it as a is equals to, I will write here something like 1 colon and 10. What it will do, this colon operator makes a you can say array, and within that array it will keep an increment of 1. So first element here will be the initial point, the last element here will be the end point, the final point, and this colon operator defines that this have an increment of 1. If I do enter, so it will array of 10 numbers. If I want this the increment to not to be as of 1, I want the increment to be of 0.1. So if I specify this increment here, then it will create an array from 1 to 10 with an increment of 0.1. So this concept will be used again and again by you if you are doing any kind of work in MATLAB. Just I want to take a little break because my MATLAB is showing a little bit problem. So just give me a minute and I will be back here.
बच्चे समझ आ रहा है whatever he is saying, whatever he is speaking, अभी तो beginning की बात ही है, initial things he has talked about, but he was stressing the, I mean everything is available, whatever you feel that he has shown you the toolboxes, कुछ दिखाए कैसे हम उसमें अपना लिंक क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, अपना आईडी वगैरह हम क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, डाउनलोड आवर ओन मैटर. उसमें क्या होगा कि हम अपने डायरेक्टली अपने सिस्टम में जहाँ पर भी जाते हैं हम कैन डाउनलोड कीजिए, तो आप अपना यूजर आईडी क्रिएट करके उसमें डाउनलोड कर सकते हो. नो नीड टू राइट द एप्लीकेशन कि हमारे सिस्टम में आप डाउनलोड करो, वहाँ से हमें करवाने की जरूरत है. सिस्टम में नहीं है उसी में आते हैं. अरे भाई तेरा तो नाम आ गया slide.ac.in, स्लाइड ने इतना ज्यादा खर्च किया होगा लाइसेंस तभी तो आ रहा है तुम्हारे पर्सनल जीमेल पे खर्च ना आ रहा है. इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ स्लाइड. जब तक तुम्हारा अकाउंट स्लाइड का यहाँ एक्टिव रहेगा तब तक तुम्हारे पास एक्टिव रहेगा. जब तक एक्टिव रहेगा वो चलता जाता है, ऐसा नहीं होता, चलता ही जाता है. उसमें मतलब उसमें ये कर सकते हो वो ना, हम भी ऐसा डिपार्टमेंट, कंप्यूटर डिपार्टमेंट भी स्मार्ट है, वो एनुअल आप लोगों से ना क्रॉस वेरिफिकेशन कराता है. हाँ, साल में एक बार वेरिफिकेशन करवाते हैं. तो अगर किसी का यहाँ से नहीं होगा तो वो अपने आप बंद हो जाएगा, ब्लॉक हो जाएगा.
I hope my screen is visible to all. So this was the thing I was telling you about the apps. So if I will click here in the curve fitting, so this app came in front of me. Let's see how to use the apps. I will not show you whole functioning of this app. Just I will show you what are the concept of app and how it will make your work easy. So like I want to import some data here. So first I will click here and select some data. Okay, I will just click here and I will select some data. So the data should be in your workspace. If the data is not in your workspace, so it will not show anything here. So as I will import some data to my workspace, so those data can be imported to this place. Then based on your requirement, you can select the type of fit you want to. Like you think your curve is or the data that you can see in front of you is have an exponential kind of variation. So you can select this exponential here. And then you can also select the degree you want, that what will be the highest order of the term that are available here. So I want this to be of third order, so it will show you the example here that this equation will be, the general form of the equation will be appearing in this form. Okay, so this, if I choose the order 2, so I hope that this is visible to all. If not, then we will be discussing these things will be on the future, you can say in the future lectures. Then if I will fit all the parameters here and if I will do everything here, then I will click on the export option that is coming here. Then the data will be exported to your not the data, but the you can say the code will be appearing on your command on your editor window. We will see all these things later, but this is how the apps work. So we talked about array, we talked about how to create a sequence here. Like I will click here, so the whole sequence will be coming in front of me of number. Like it will create a sequence of from 1 to 20, and this sign is a sign of transpose. So if I put something like this sign next to at the end of my command, so this will do the transpose of the conjugate, you can say that the complex transform of my array. So let's see how we create a matrix here. We have seen how to create an array that if we specify something in the square brackets and we put some elements here and we give comma after every element. So this creates an array of one dimension for us. If I want to create a matrix or multi-dimensional matrix, so I have to specify here with a semicolon. But this semicolon will tell us that the column of this or the row of this whatever element we are creating here, this variable will change here. So when we type this semicolon, then the element will be coming from the next line, like 4 or 5 or 6. So this will be coming on the next line. So it will create a 2 cross 3 matrix here for us with 2 rows and 3 columns here. Let's see here that what we have done is, so for creating a matrix we have done same kind of command here. We separated things with semicolon as well as with the comma. We have done this and we have got this kind of matrix here. There is something called indexing. This indexing was also used a lot for finding the element that is in the matrix. So if I want to find the like I have created here this variable and I have assigned this to a. Okay, this value, this matrix has been assigned to A. If I want to find the second element or the 2 of this this matrix, so what I have to do is I have to write the variable A and we have to give the rows and columns here. Like I want the second element, the first row and the second column element here to me, and it will give me, it will return me to as an output. We can change, we can do it in different way. Like you can see here, the third element of array 1. What was the third element of array 1? It was third element of the array 1 was 3. So you can see the 3 will be coming as our output of this, of array 1. Yes, we have not created this array. We will just create it first. Now we will try to check it. So the first element of the third element of array 1 was 3, and the third row and the second column of the matrix 1 contains 8. So it will give us 8 as an output. Now let's get back to our presentation and see some more concept. And this is quite interesting to learn that how functions work and what is the random and randomness. Okay, so we have seen what are commands and what are scripts, and now we'll see what are functions. So we will take an example here of a boy who goes to home from his work. Now what happens, like one day he decided to do an experiment when he was going to home. He was, you can say, any steps away from his home, and he tried to do an experiment. He said that I will toss a coin. If the coin lands as a head, then he will move one step towards his home. If the coin comes as a tail, then he will go one step backwards from his home. Now he have to do this experiment till he reaches his home. You can observe here that this kind of experiment or this kind of thing is a very random process, because what the coin will be coming landing as is a totally a random event. But interesting thing is that you can create a model of this. Let's come back to our presentation and see how this happens. So I have created a function here that simply denotes that how this function works. So this is a random walk. This is a function. What is a function? Function is something that takes something as an input and gives us something as an output. So this is a function random walk. I'll give it something as an input. So the input will be the initial step. The output that I will get will be the result of that function. That how much steps we have to take to reach home. Let's check what's inside this function first. So you can see this function has a script here. So for declaring any kind of function, so let's come to a blank script and see how a function is made. So for writing any function, for creating any function, there is a set of command or a set of script, set of command lines that are used. So first, the function should always start with the name as function. After, you have to give the output parameters. Like I want to give output parameter here, like I want to get a as an output somewhere, and I have to create a function that is our demo function. This was the name of the function that I made. After making this function, whenever I have to call this function, I have to just type this name and this function will be called from my directory. Here I have to give an input, so you can give multiple input, you can give multiple output. Like X, I want to give as an input. I also want to give Y as an input. And if I want to give more input, so I can type more variables here. I'll do an enter. Here I have to write the code here. So whatever the code will be here, so here, and the function will be ANDed with a command that is called AND. So this line will tell the MATLAB that the function have ANDed here, and this will tell that you have to just execute this much of the code whatever is available here. Like if I want to give some value to a, then a is equals to something like x squared. So for giving square in this MATLAB, you have to specify this operator and then you have to write the power you have to assign to that variable. So this I have made that x squared plus I have also made it as a y squared, and then then this thing will be completed. If I will put a colon, then this output will be not printed outside. I have made this function very quickly. I will save this function. One thing to remember, the function will be saved always with the name that we have given to the function. So this function will be saved as a demo function and it will be saved in the current directory. I will be saving this function and this function demo func will be is now available on my workspace or on my current directory. Now if I want to call this function, what I will do that I will just write here what is the demo function, and then we have to give some input to this, like I want to give 2, 3 as an input, and it will give me the output. It is the 2 square plus 3 square. It will give me output this. Hope everyone got understood this concept, because this functions concept we will be using while our ODE presentation, that how we can create a differential equation, and we can create a differential equation as a function, and we can provide that function, that is the differential equation, to our ODE solvers. We will be seeing this thing at our ODE lectures. So this was a way of creating function. Another way of creating function is okay, let's see this function right now. So in this way we have created a function, and this whole function uses some commands, some things that are random. Okay, so we use this rand function here. So this rand function creates a function, you can say simulation of a point. So whenever we execute this this function, so this will execute something that we get as a result of our point toss, that either 1 comes and either 0 comes to us. Coming back to our presentation, to our live script. So what I did, whenever I toss this point, whenever I start from a 3 step away from my home, and I will count the number of steps that I have to take to reach home. This is the experimental outcome that we have got here. So whenever we run this function, we will get a kind of randomness. So currently, for this run, the person has to take 100 steps to reach home. If he will do the experiment next day, he might take 16 steps to reach home. If you repeat the experiment, 12 steps to reach home, 12, 62. So you can see there is a whole lot of randomness in this. You can see there was something that was 5,000 steps was also taken, though he started just from the 3 steps away from his home. So there is a randomness in this. What if I want to execute this function 100 times and I have to make some observation out of it? So for executing this 100 times or 1000 times or 10,000 times, I have to execute this function, or I have to call this function 100 times. The better option that we have in programming, that is called a loop. So I can create a loop, I can execute that loop as many times I want, and I can store that values or the outputs of the loop in a single variable, that is num flips, that is number of flips it has taken. It will execute the function again and again, and it will save the function the result in num flips at an ith position. So as the loop will iterate, the value of I will increase, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and the results of the random walk will be saved in that position of the variable that is as an output here. So let's see how does a function work and how to use a function. So or how to use a for loop. So for creating a for loop, what you have to do, you have to use a syntax here like for, and then you have to create a variable here like I am assigning some values to I, and I will be going from 1 to 100. This denotes that this loop will be executing 100 times. Whatever the commands I am writing below this, it will be running 100 times. I will come down, I will type here the loop, and I can type the any commands here. Then at the end, to end the loop, you have to type end. Till you will not type the end, whatever you will type inside will be considered inside this loop. So we'll end this loop here. So this right now nothing is written here. So whatever will be written inside this will be executed that many number of times as many as the value is specified here. So this was the experiment we are going to do. We will be flipping the point 100 times, or we will be doing this experiment of a number of flipping of point 100 times, and we will see what kind of pattern we observe here. So let's do this again. So one very interesting thing here now, that you can also execute things, you can also plot things here in the live script. So like you can see in a single script where I have written the commands, there I have also got the output. If I clear this output, I will run this again. Clear output. I will run this again. So I will getting a different kind of output again. You can also explore this plot. You can also extract this plot on your screen, like by clicking here. If I click in this icon that is present here, I will be getting this plot in front of me. Inside this plot, I can do different things, like I can zoom this plot. I can do different kind of analysis of this plot. I can observe the value. There are something that are data pointer that are available with us. So if I put a data pointer anywhere, so it will give me the value at every point. If you go to tools, so tools are available here. If you have any 3D or 3-dimensional plot or any surface plot, so you can also rotate the plot. You can see the plot in the different angles. You can insert some kind of labels. You can also do this programmatically, but MATLAB makes the thing more user friendly. So you can insert the X label directly here also. Like here, it was a observation. Observation has came here. If I want to insert Y label, so I can do that. If I want to give any title to this plot, so I can do this. At the end, after doing all these things, if I want to export this plot, so if I want to export this plot, so I can go to File. I can click here on the export, or I can also click here in the save as. There is also a thing available like generate code for this plot. So if I click here generate code, so it will take a little bit time and it will generate a code for this. So the plot that you saw here, like this plot, requires a basic coding, means for fitting everything in a perfect way. So this plot can be expressed in this way. You can see this many code have been generated automatically, and you have to write not too much in your script. And this kind of plot can be presented, and you can share this code to other people so that they can also observe your plot. Yes, of course, you want to provide the data also for that. So this was something related to visualization. There are some other things also that are related to visualization. So let us see here if I want any other kind of plot here. So like this plot, this command here I have used, that is the plot command. This plot command has created this plot here. If I want another kind of plot with me, if I enter here and okay, I will come here to plot options. The same options are available here, or better, if I will come here in the controls or in the task here. So here you get the feature of plots, like you can create something like data analysis and visualization, and this task will be added to your live script. You can add different tasks here depending on your application. Like some people used to deal with communication and signal processing, so you can create the data filter designer here. So the whole app will be coming here in the live script. They will be putting some parameters there, and the code will be generated automatically. I will be coming here to the create plot again, and I will be creating a different kind of plot for the given data that is available, number of clips. And you can see how interactive this thing will become. Now what I will do, that I have to search for any kind of visualization if I know the name. So and there are many categories available here, like polar plots and line plots. If I select any plot, like let me select, okay, there are some plots available here that are also animation kind of plots. Okay, I have selected this Comet 3 here. Now what we have to do here, we have to specify some data. So the data will be that I want to plot here will be num clips. Okay, and you can see here the plot has been generated. The angle of this plot is not right now. So in this way you can create your plots here, and you can visualize your plot. This is coming this way because the dimension or the angle of visualization of this has changed. But it doesn't matter very much when you are really working. Yes, this comment will be showing you the correct results. Okay, so this was I want to show. Now if I have added all the parameters here, I have selected the correct options here. I want to generate a code for it. So what I can do, either I can click here, so it will show me all the code. I can copy this code and I can paste here. Other thing is like I can click here and I will click the code only. After creating the controls, the whole control panel will move from here. Only two things will be left with us. So first the code part will be with us, and the other thing will be the result of the export will be with us. Okay, so all these things you can do using selecting the correct options here, like the task option here. You can also add some controls here, like if I add something extra here, like I want to. So here the option of controls are coming. If I click here, you see you can either select the slider, you can select the drop down button, and all the things are available. What slider will do? Slider will be you have to specify some value, like minimum value I want to give 0 to something, I want to give 100 to a maximum value, and I have to create a steps of around 1. Okay, before this one thing more I will do, I will create the sections here. One section will be this, one section will be after this. So this thing has become a section. Now if I increase this pointer, so the value will be changing, and if I will give here that a is equal to this, so the value of a will be changing as I will change this slider. If I want to use this value somewhere, so if I want to put this as a value of sign, and I have to give input as a, I want to check the what variation does occurs whenever I do this, and I will also do plot this, plot a, and okay, we have to specify time period also, like from 0 to 100. What is it? So now as I will move the slider from initially from 0, so you can see there is something like this waves coming. I will increase A. So this is the result. This is a sine wave. Actually it is not appearing like a sine wave because the sampling period is not the same. If I will increase the sampling period, like I will divide this by something like divided by 100. So now let's see what are the observations we get. So this is a sine wave which is a very low frequency. If I will increase A, so A is basically the frequency here. So frequency, you can see frequency is increasing. As I will increase the value of A, frequency is increasing. And as this value of A will be getting closer to the sampling rate, that is I think 100 is sampling rate here. So this will be the output that we will be getting. So this kind of controls you can also add to a live script, and you could present this your work to anyone in a very interactive manner. That's why this script is called as a live script, because you can do all these things. So this was something about plots and visualization. There is another kind of visualization that is brought here, so I think we do not need to discuss it. Just we'll run this once and we'll see what the output it will give us. So it is also plotting the same thing, but it is using not using a line plot, it is using some kind of dot plots here, or the different kind of plots here that uses O as a pointer. I hope this part is clear to everyone. If anyone has a problems or any queries, so they can ask. Back to presentation.
किसी की तरफ से बच्चे कोई क्वेश्चन हो?
So this was the example that I showed, and I showed what is the function and how function can be used. This is the simple format of a function, that you have to give the output arguments, you have to give the function name, then you have to give the input arguments, and you can do your computation inside. Another thing is there is some kind of anonymous function. So what anonymous function is that you do not need to create the whole script here. You will see this anonymous function more in our ODE series, because we will be creating differential equations again and again for giving those equations as an integer or as a variable to the solvers. So we will be looking at the anonymous function in our ODE class. These were few visualizations that are showed. So basically I showed the 2D visualization. So we can also do the 3D visualizations. In the partial differential equation part, we have some example that shows us 3D visualization, because there will be dealing with more variables, and all the variables have to be given some dimensions to visualize the results. So we'll see the 3D plot later. So you can do 2D plots, 3D plotting here. Data analysis, you can see that how in the live script we have done the data analysis. Like we have created a plot here. In the same way of plotting, you can do different other kind of analysis here also. Like here in the video, you can see they have created a analyzer where we have removed the outliers. Coming back to our same script. So we have a data here, that is a number of flips, and if you see this data, so there are few outliers here. You can see most of our data lies under this region, but some of the data goes as high as you can see 10 to the power 5. So it is a very big data. So many times we get a data in the data, some of the data we get data that are the faulty data. So that are the outliers. So we can remove those outliers. So for doing that, we can again come to this part and we can create another section. And inside this, if I come to the task here, so inside this task you can see clean the missing data. You can just import data and you can clean the missing data. You can clean outliers. If I click here, it will say me to select some data. So I will select the input data as a num flips, output and x-axis be anything, let it be default. And you can select different cleaning method like linear interpolation you want to use, or any other according to your work. You can choose those kind of outlier options. Okay, and at the end you can see the result is coming live in front of me, that it has removed a lot of outliers here and a lot of discontinuities it has reduced. So in the same way, analysis of data becomes very much easy in MATLAB. Now talking about the app building, so as we discussed, we will not discuss this app building part especially here, because it will be it's a very not very big, but it's a time-taking task here. So for creating apps, you can come to this app section. You can see here app section is available. Inside this app, you can see here design app is available. This option. If you go to this option, it will bring something in front of you which is called as an app designer. I will start with a blank app. In this, things are not that much typical. Like you do not need to be a application designer or a very good software developer for this. You can develop your apps for your work very easily. Like you want to plot something, you can take the graph from here and you can plot this axis here on your visualization. So this will be the visualization of your app. So this will be the user interface of your app. Like this, the app will appear to you. And you can add other things like you can add button, you can add like a list, you can add some sliders here, and at the end you can come here to the code view. So whatever you will be adding on your apps, the alternate code will be automatically generated here. For adding your button here, so I will click here and I will include this. As you will include this, a callback will be added here on your this script. So not currently, not like this. There is a callback and add push button callback. So a callback has been added here. Now I can write some code here, some code I will write here, and this code will be executed whenever the button will be pressed. So in this way you can use all these things. And one very important thing that I also told you earlier, if you have any doubt in anything, so you can click here and everywhere you will get a help section. As you will click on the help, a documentation will be coming in front of you that will explain you all the things about that thing that you are working on and or for what you have taken the help. Okay, so let's close this. Few very important thing to note here whenever you are working with MATLAB, because we all know that there are a lot of commands that are available in MATLAB, so it is very difficult to memorize all those commands. So for that, the MATLAB has made our work very much easy for us. If you will click here on the fx, what is fx note? This is to browse the function. If I click here, it will show me a browser where I will search for something. Like I want to work in something that includes correlation of two data sets. So for that, I will just simply write correlation. and it will give me all the categories where correlation is available. It will also give me the functions that are available, like correlation is a function that's available, but it is might be not of our use because it is from antenna and other libraries. There are correlation function available different. Yeah, this is the function that I could use because there is something like statistics data has been given as an input. So correlation, then stats. If I will hover my mouse over this, then it will show me the help, a small glimpse of this function, that what this function do. So this function, this is a MATLAB function that returns a matrix of a piecewise linear correlation between two, and it will also show you how you can use this function, how you have to give inputs, and how you will get the output. If you are not satisfied with this much of the help, you can click here on the more helps. So it will take you to the page where you will get more help related to this thing with the examples. So here you will also get the examples of it, that this example was used in such a way that the correlation of x and y was found by using these algorithms. So it is a very good practice while using MATLAB to take to often go to help section and take help related to different things. You can also use the help, take the help if you are knowing the command name. Like I know the command name is CORR. I will type the help. I will type CORR. In this way also it will provide you the help of the function, like correlation, and you can use in this way. If this help is not sufficient, then you can go to documentation of any command by using the option like DOC, and again adding the command name, that CORR. To the documentation page. So a lot of ways are available here by which we can make our work easy, understand things, learn things, and use the functions in our codes for any kind of work. Where as we have designed those apps, so we can also deploy that app to our as a standalone app. So if you want to share your app to someone, so the person have to be person need not necessarily have MATLAB. So to that person also you can share the app. So you can there are three options how you can deploy your app. So one option is like you can deploy it as a MATLAB app. For this, the other person to whom you are sharing should also have MATLAB. There is a web app available by which you can run your application like I have designed earlier in your web browser. The other last option is like if you want to share the app as a desktop app to a person who is not having MATLAB installed, so you can export your MATLAB app as a standalone app. The app will be installed in the other person's system, and the whatever application you have created will be running on the the person's system also. Something like hardwares, yes, MATLAB can also connect to hardwares. There are hardwares like data, like Raspberry Pi and Arduino, which are often used for collecting, you can say, the different kind of data like temperature data, pressure data, or any kind of image data from cameras, where you want to use the data further. So these kind of app and this kind of hardware can directly connect to MATLAB, and you can work on those data. As I already told you, if someone of your team is working on other coding environment and you are good in MATLAB, so you both can work together. So you can call the library of MATLAB to Python, or you can call the Python libraries to MATLAB. So this is the parallel computing thing that is available. Let me give you a quick example of understanding what is parallel computing and how does this parallel computing work. So if I execute a for loop here, let me maximize this and clear this. So if I execute a loop here like for, and I will give it as a I is equals to from 1 to 10. Okay. I will write here that I should be printed again and again. If I will not put semicolon after anything, so it will print the value of that variable. And I will end this loop. It's a very simple loop, and I want to see what the results come of this loop. And you can see what I got. I got a series of numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 10. But if I want to turn on my parallel processor, you can see here, this you can get on your desktop application. So if you will click here on this, then you can start a parallel tool. This is generally required when you are dealing with a very big or larger data where your computation can take a lot of time. For example, training your artificial intelligence network, like deep learning network. So for that kind of application, it is very much important. So it will take a little bit time initially for starting, so it will take around 1 minute. So let's see what are the commands that run with the parallel processor. So there are not all the commands that will run on your with your parallel processor. What you want here is that you need to know about some commands, like the for command changes to PAR F4. So this is the like parallel for, and the same command we try to execute here. So I is equals to 1 to 10, and you can see here this has become now green. So now the pool has been started. So the parallel pool has started. I will do enter. I will write the command like I have entered earlier. Then I will end this. So this is the same loop like I have used a simple for loop. Just the difference is that I have, instead of for, I have used here pair for. Let's see what the result comes. And you can see the results is somewhere like 1, then 5, then 2, then 6. This is very much you can say random kind of nature you can see here, and this is not supposed to what I was planning to get. I was just executing this loop, and the results would come in the series, but it doesn't come in this way. Let's understand why. If I come here, if I hover here, so you can see here is given like number of workers is equal to 4. Because my system is a quad core, so there are 4 processors in this system. So those 4 systems, 4 processors are like this. You can assume it in this way. So there are 4 processors. When I given the command to MATLAB, what it has done, it has distributed the same task at 4 workers. The course here in MATLAB is called as a worker. So this command was distributed to 4 workers, and it was like the first command was given to this worker, so the other execution or other iteration was given to this worker. The other iteration of the loop was given to the next worker. Like this, the 4 tasks was given. So if the loop or the first worker has done the work, and the second has done the work, but the third has done the work. So the result will be not coming in the series, in the sequence. It will be coming on the basis of how the worker has or the codes of the processor have performed. And this is the results are coming very fast, means like a nanosecond or microsecond. So the result there will be a slight delay in each other's work. So in this way, you can understand how parallel computing works. And all the things here is written the same way, the same thing that I have told. And yes, this kind of things, parallel processing is not basically preferred when you are doing some task like the real-time computing task. So at that time, at the real-time computing task, we want the result in a sequence that we have given. So for that kind of task, there is a little bit drawback with this, but this of course makes the work simple for engineers and scientists. So you can share your work at the end. You have done your analysis and all. You can share your work. Like I already have a live script here with me available. This is the live script with me. I have written all the commands here. Now I want to share this work with you or with anyone. So what I have to do? One way is that saving this file as a same that .mlx format, that is a live script format .mlx. I can share this work with you in the format this also, but if I want to share your work in a different way, so I can just click here in the live script. Inside live script, there option is available of export. You can export this either as a Word, as a HTML, or as a LaTeX, or as a PDF. So if I will export this as a PDF, first I have to save this, and it is exporting. So this is the result that I got. All these things that I ran on my system, all the things will be coming, the code and the results will be coming in front of me. And you can see how interactive this thing is, how nice looking this sharing work is. And all the things will be coming in front of me, all the code and the explanation part will be coming. So you can share your work, your plots and all very nicely using this. So here's a concept of mathematical modeling. So mathematical modeling is again a very big topic that we're supposed to cover in the ODE part. I just want to give you a glimpse here that how this works. So mathematical modeling is presenting anything as a in the form of mathematics. Like the thing was, I just showed you the random walk part. So there is a lot of randomness in that, and it is very difficult to find the exact model for that. So those kind of random systems can also be modeled, and there the importance of mathematical modeling comes that anything for which we have a equation or we can formulate anything with a set of rules or anything, so that can be created as a mathematical model. So what is mathematical model, and these all things we will be covering in the ODE sections. Okay, let's come to a Simulink and give you a little bit glimpse of Simulink. So how this Simulink, what is Simulink and how this environment works. If you come to a Home tab and we click here, you see here there is an option available of Simulink. You can click here and the Simulink starter page will come in front of you. I will start with creating a blank model. Starting Simulink and MATLAB initially just take a little bit more time to load. Just once it will be started, then it will not take much time. So let's get back to presentation and see some other things that we have. So we were talking about Simulink. So Simulink is a interface on the environment for model-based designing. This model-based designing is a concept which nowadays industries uses a lot. Because of this model-based designing, the efficiency, cost as well as time efficiency of the companies and all the engineers have reduced a lot. So what we do in Simulink is like we have some blocks available with us. This is a block. All these blocks are available for math operation. You can see here blocks are given to us. You can we have the division block, the sign block, the multiplication block. These are very simple blocks. Like a lot of complex blocks are available with us here. So we will see if we have the interface available. Yes. So this is the Simulink environment. You have to start here from coming in this section. It is a library browser. This library browser gives you all the libraries and all the tools that you have. So this at the left side you can see all these libraries. These libraries are from different domains, like from communication to, you can say, embedded this coder, and you can see different things are available here. There are something related to neural networking, deep learning also available here. So all the things will be already created here. Like if you know anything about this, then you can understand the importance of this block, that how much value this block contains inside it, that how much algorithm will be available inside it. But what comes in front of you is just a simple block. So you have to give something input and you will get some output. In the same way, you have some mathematics block also available with you, like you have some division block, and for adding that block to your environment, Simulink environment, you have to just drag this block and you have to place this block anywhere. For multiplier, you can also use a dot product block, or you can also add some gain here. You can also blocks like available like sine and the trigonometry blocks here. So you can get the functions from here, like you will give something input to this and you will get the output is the sine of that thing. If you are having any problem in searching the blocks and you are not knowing where you can find the correct block, here also you get some search options. So by which you can so by this you can use these things and yes, you can search the thing, different things from here, like multiplication block. If I want to find a sum block, I do it. So it will give me all the blocks that are available for sum and all. So this was the basics of the Simulink, whatever things we have, and this is what the model-based designing provides us. Like first we can model the system, we can simulate the system on the Simulink environment, we can test the results. If anything went wrong, then we can again make some correction in this. So at the end, when we are confident that our simulation will work, or if our simulated model is working, So the real-time model will also work. We get a degree of confidence in that, and at the end we can deploy the code to our hardware. So this is something that is model-based designing. So we have simulation for different kind of applications, like for the wireless communication, motor control, and all things like robotics. We can import these kind of things here. So you can use all these things, simulating for all these things. There is an example that I have taken from the chemistry department, so the chemical engineering department. So this was the how to model this thing, like the flow rate of the things. So as I said, we have some kind of mathematical model of equations we have, so we can use those equations to create a model and simulate that model. So we have to convert those model in some form. We can analyze our system, or simulate our system in the form of equations, differential equation, as well as a form of transfer function. And at the end, our model will be appearing like this. So here we have given the tank model, here we have given the another things, and we have simulated the whole model, and this will be giving us the result of the same thing. So we have the models available with us, but because this thing will be containing some kind of differential equation, so we will be covering this part in the differential equation section. So let's talk about some industry trends. This is the last part here. So the industry trend the MATLAB is being used nowadays by different industries, like from automotive industry to the software to any kind of finance services. People are using that for clean energy production, electronics. You can see the process industries. So for all these things, we have MATLAB available with us. These were the data that was seen few days ago, few years ago, that many industries that are top industries have MATLAB on their basic required skills, like for data structure, and they have said, the top company have said that we require MATLAB. Some essential skill from some company was MATLAB. So MATLAB is being very popular among these industries. And here are the sources of these things. If you have seen the slides here, so you can also go through and check all these things. Thank you everyone. I think I have taken a few more minutes here, but probably this thing will be helpful for our upcoming whatever sessions we will be having. So anyone have any doubt? So please, you can just point it out.
Any doubts? Okay. So thanks, sir. The session was very informative. So we'll meet tomorrow again at 3 p.m.
Sure, sir. Sir, one last advice to students.
Anji, yeah, please continue.
Sir, if they can go through the courses that are the online courses of MATLAB and Simulink, so that will be helpful for them for understanding the further concepts. Because this session has been a very much, you can see in the fast forward manner.
Yes, sir.
So maybe some things might be skipped. So they can go through those courses, and that courses will also provide them certificates.
Okay, sure. Sir. Thanks.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks everyone.
So, yeah, we'll meet in numerical methods lab just within 5 minutes. Okay? Numerical methods lab meeting.